Giants franchise got corrupted, so I don't know if I'll be able to bring that one back again until I know I can make all those trades the exact same way I made them the first time. So this is actually a new franchise. It was recommended, or I guess asked for, by a follower on Twitter. This will basically be a team full of lower overalls. I think our highest overall might be like a 70-something kicker and a 70-something punter, like mid to high 70s. So first off, we obviously have Kyle Trask, rookie quarterback for the Bucks. If I hadn't picked him up, he probably wouldn't even play until like his third year or something like that. He has adequate throw power. 84 is not great. Obviously, we're going to have to go on short and medium throws because deep throws on all Madden are pretty hard to complete. I feel like one of the first positions we'll upgrade is at running back. We have Jamar Jefferson right now, also a rookie. 86 speed, 89 excel, so he has some speed on him. His carrying's okay. He's not good on third down, however. We have Jalen Reagor, Khalif Raymond, Arcega-Whiteside, and Hodge as our wide receivers that will mainly be touching the field. Foster, Moe, and Bryant will be our two tight ends. We have a terrible O-line, so we're probably going to get murdered. We do have Trey Pipkins on the team from the Chargers in real life. He's in his third year. We're hopefully going to be able to develop him somewhat into someone that can maybe hold the block for more than 5 seconds. You know, like he can't do in real life. The defense, unfortunately, I accidentally exited the lineup screen, so I had to go back in. So this is the Lions team is what we're using for this. They were pretty low overall when we started. Our two guys that have started ever are Jeff Okudah and Michael Brockers. Everybody else is basically Garbo. They're 74 lower everywhere else on the roster on this side of the ball. Our highest overall on offense, I believe, is actually, 74 as well. I did make sure we had a good kicker and punter because we'll be doing a lot of kicking and punting probably, and not kickoffs, mainly field goals. So with that being said, we are going to choose the draft class real quick. We're just going to keep the auto-scouted one. Now, we have 2 first-round picks. We have quite a few second rounds, and I think we have a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 2 7ths. Or we don't have the 4th, actually. We have a 5th and a 6th and 2 7ths. So with this first draft class, assuming we can't just go in and go off with Kyle Trask, one of our options will be Glenn Vogt. He's not good with acceleration. With agility, he's good. He might be solid to good. Change of direction, great to elite. So he might not be the guy we mainly pick here, but with the quarterback class, there's only one top 5, and then everyone else is on later days. Obviously, as the franchise moves, or as year 1 moves on, those are going to drop and raise as time goes along. So we'll know who will be a better fit for us in the meantime. Okay, so in this franchise specifically, we are only going to be playing the offensive side of the football, because I'm already not the best at defense, and with this type of team, I really don't want to try my luck with it. So that's why I think for year 1, for sure, we'll be doing only offense for 2 games per episode, probably, because even though we might get a lot of plays in, if it falls into blowout territory or whatever, we're probably going to sim the rest of the game if I don't feel like we can make a dent in it. So this one, there's only going to be 2, but maybe moving forward, if they turn into absolute god-awful blowouts, we'll go ahead and add an extra game. So Kyle Trask has the ball, tosses it to Reynolds, who I have no idea who that is. But Kyle Trask first completion for 23 yards on the dump-off route. Jefferson in the backfield gets handed off here, and despite having not the best speed, he does pick up 8 on that play. Not too bad. We're going to go ahead and run again, though. Jefferson will probably not be our future halfback one, unless he gets some breakout challenges or something. Also, before we start week 2, we're going to make sure we put in players that we do want to potentially keep for the future as our 3 focused training players. Kyle Trask will probably be one of them, even though I'm not sure if we'll keep him. It'll help him get the XP up a little bit faster, and it will give him a slightly better chance to stay. Jefferson. Okay, 3. So obviously this franchise is going to be very tough to be able to make much headway in terms of field position. We're going to have to take a lot of short dump-off routes in this first season with Kyle Trask at quarterback. If we can get him into a deep passer type of thing, then we'll definitely take some shots down the field. But more than likely, we're going to keep it inside like 20-yard completions unless the guy we're throwing to is wide open. But we have to keep this stuff very simple for the personnel we have. I'm surprised San Francisco didn't score on that first drive, so we definitely want to get into field goal range and take a lead early. That probably won't stick for very long. Raymond, I think that was Raymond. Yep, that was Raymond. Okay, so this will probably end up being stopped. We're not quite in field goal range, so he might just go for it, or he ends up getting the first down. Awesome. Jefferson's been doing pretty good. I think we need to try maybe a screen pass at some point in this game to see if he's good at he's going to do any good at catching. We're going to put him in blocking, and let's shift him to the side that Bosa is on to avoid getting murdered by him. Ooh, slant route's open. Trask hits his man, and unfortunately we could not break out of the tackle in enough time to juke back in. Otherwise, that would have been a touchdown. Fullback dive. Probably not the best idea to go to the side I think Bosa was on, so that wasn't great. Do we try this? I don't think we try this. No, we definitely don't try that. We don't have the personnel for that. Jefferson gets the 1. Okay, we're going to go ahead and try to get a QB sneak here. And we don't get it. We're not going to play stupid here. I know we would pin them on the 1, but we don't have a great team, so we're just going to take the points. Okay, never mind. They made us change to a run play, so this will either turn out really good. Nope, it's bad. It's all bad. They should have just let me kick the field goal there, but San Francisco, luckily, all they do is punt. So no worries here. Ran into his own blocker there. Wish it would make it to where they'd adjust themselves so they don't run into each other, but that's going to be too much to ask a CPU to do. Up to the 34. 3rd and 5. This is definitely a passing situation. I don't know if I trust blockers on this one, but I did say I want to try a screen pass, and this is the opportunity to do so. It does work out.
Nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
There we go, 8-yard carry by Raymonds. Raymonds has kind of been doing good for us on both receiving and running the ball today, so who knows if they both start getting upgrades, I might have to make a decision on potentially keeping both of them. Jefferson's been more of the ground and pound guy out of the two, but I didn't like that play, actually. Actually going to send Brian on a deep route.
Trask now looks to throw on first down.
We only send people on a deep route so that it pulls somebody with them and clears out people on the short routes. Because, like I said, we don't have a deep accuracy for this specific quarterback to be able to throw deep that aggressively. So,
well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just...
Okay, another handoff to Jefferson, who does pick up the first here, gain a 6. He's not doing bad, and I'm trying to kind of limit how many times we have to throw the football, because unfortunately for anybody who passes the ball in all Madden, they always seem to be in just the right position to pick the ball off. So Jefferson up to 81 yards, though.
Getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
Okay, so we're going to let this tick down to the 2-minute warning. I think we're going to throw a jump ball to Jalen Rager probably after the 2-minute warning. At least one to him, maybe two, and then maybe try to run it in on third down. But we're not going to get uber aggressive by trying to for sure get a touchdown here, because if we get uber aggressive, then we throw a pick. That's in. Jalen Rager gets his touchdown there. Kyle Trask his first touchdown on his career there. And San Fran only answers back with a field goal. So up by 4. The blocks were not as good there as on the first one, so only picks up 2, but does get out of bounds, so we have 40 seconds still.
Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you...
Okay, so JJ, I think I'm going to send deep just to pull that guy back with him.
Because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all
Raymond, I'm going to let go out there. He probably could have picked up more, but I didn't want to risk a turnover. Okay, another one that I don't necessarily understand what their vision for this is. We're obviously going to piggyback hard on slant plays. I know it's glitchy and people don't want to see it all the time, but that's the best way we can move the football. And with a low overall team, you kind of have to take the easy plays as opposed to trying to do a bunch of flashy stuff, you know? Raymond's like kind of going crazy right now. Out at the 8. And, I mean, this San Francisco defense is nothing to sneeze at, so the fact we're actually getting some good movement here is a very good thing to see and not something I expected. So, a screen inside the 10, though. That was kind of gutsy, but it worked. Screen pass, he gets his first career touchdown. Kyle Trask gets his second. So, and now we're up by 11, so we're going to just try to play the keep away game right now. A good 4-yard carry by Jefferson. That was his first carry, I think, in a while, actually. But the last play, or the last drive of that half was just trying to get points on the board, and you can't do that if you're running. So we don't have like a Derrick Henry or something like that that just has to break a single tackle and then he's gone, basically. Jefferson, once again, gets the handoff, goes up the left side of the field, and gets down at the 45. He's about to hit 100 rushing yards.
Start to this new campaign. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10.
Jefferson easily eclipses 100 yards and gets out of bounds at the 19. So 128 on the ground today for him. I think he got that receiving touchdown too. So shift the tight end in. A little juke there, I think, got him out of harm's way a little bit. Now we are in field goal range, so we don't necessarily have to be too aggressive here, because if we kick the field goal, it's exactly 2 touchdowns I'd have to score. We are going to at least try to get in, but the fact that we're in field goal range makes it a little bit easier for me to maybe call plays that might be a little more risky down the line if we can get 3 more. Okay, Jefferson again. That's down to 3, another 5 yards for Jefferson. That's not too bad. Okay, so, wide open, so he gets his first rushing touchdown in his career. So he has 1 on the ground, 1 through the air. Well over, close to 200 yards from scrimmage, most likely. And we do get the ball back now. So who knows, maybe this turns into just 1 game, just because this one's not going too bad for us.
On first down, Reynolds.
Reynolds broke another one. Ooh, that's a really good run by Reynolds there.
A big play there out of the running game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he sneaks his
Pretty good run up the middle there by Jefferson. Okay, so we're actually going to go ahead and do a slant play again.
Rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
There you go, give Kyle Trask a short little run there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds.
Another good screen play there for Reynolds. So far, we have not missed a pass with Kyle Trask yet, so that's a pretty good start there.
Even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout.
I think that was a 14-yard carry. Yeah, he's at 160 now, so he's had to do it on a lot of carries, but he is going to be our bell cow most of the time when it comes to just getting some good yardage. That's another 6. So 25 carries is 165, so his yards per carry aren't that high, but he has a good amount now and will likely be leading the league in rushing at the end of week 1. Or will at least be in the top 3, I think. 3rd and 1. We're going to go ahead and try a fullback dive here, see if that works out. Okay, maybe not without doubling Nick Bosa. That didn't work. Okay, 4th and 1. We're going to take the points. Make this a 21-point lead. Now in the 4th quarter, they finally add a score of their own.
Ready to begin their drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Only a 2-yard pickup there by Raymonds.
To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle.
Jefferson
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A very tough run.
Does pick up 4. So 3rd and 4 now. These screen passes have worked 3 out of the 4 times I think we've run them, and it works again here. That's a good 9-yarder.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for, because he's handled.
Don't pick up anything there, so
and even some of the wrinkles have been
that might put them on a schedule to maybe get one more chance here, which wouldn't be great for us because it is San Francisco, so they might have something up their sleeve they haven't used yet. Kyle Trask, though, gets a good 8-yard carry. Oh, they're going to give him 7. Jefferson going to try to pick up one more first down for us, and he does.
Carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles.
We'll go ahead and run to the other side this time. Jefferson gets a good 14 yards there.
Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll try to throw now. Trask.
I was very lucky that was underthrown. That actually went where I wanted it to go. That would have been a pick.
That should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Debating throwing the circle, but that wasn't going to work well for us. Take the 3 from Kyle Trask.
It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now Trask. He finds his man.
And the one that we really needed to go right, we stumble out of the gate of when we pick up 2.
Well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We're going to trust McPherson here because I feel like he does have the leg to get it in.
McPherson's kick,
and he does. So that puts it back up to a 17-point game. Let's see if San Francisco can make it closer. And they do. It's a 17-27 game now. They do have all 3 timeouts, which they'll probably end up using.
We're about to find out. They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson.
That's a 7-yard gain by Jefferson.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over.
Go ahead and run it again. Force them to use another timeout.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I think that was a 4-yard pickup.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be
and we're going to go ahead and take a knee here.
And they will take a knee here.
Cause them to use that final timeout.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming.
I want to run it again. Fortunately, it's not the guy I wanted to be running the football. 68 yards by Raymond, though, today. So both our running backs have been doing very good with the carries they've been getting. This run's just so I can see what he ended up having on the day. Okay, 209 yards for Jefferson. Almost 70 for Raymond's.
Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Okay, so I think I am going to try to throw one more slant here to somebody, just so Kyle Trask might be able to eclipse 200, and never mind. Okay, we're going to try it again. But this time, we're going to find one where I'm actually, like, in the gun. So that we have a bit of a higher chance at it's being successful this time.
Another try after the first down sack. Trask.
Never mind.
That is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Trask to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
That's for 18, though. That's a pretty good throw.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
McPherson gets us to 30, and that will 100% end the game there. So that was a pretty good first game for this team, where we don't have many impactful players. We have Jalen Reagor, we have Okuda, we have Michael Brockers. We only have like 2 star devs and then I think a superstar punter or a star punter, something like that. So we don't have any real dev traits on the team. And the fact that we didn't have problems running the football all that much was very, very surprising. Let's go through the final stats, though. Kyle Trask, 149.9, 15 for 17, 180 yards, 88% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, no picks. I think he was only sacked once. or twice. 209 yards and a touchdown for Jefferson, 68 and 7.5 average for Raymond's. 5 for 13 for Trask, and then 2 for nothing by whoever that guy is. Receiving, Craig Raymonds did get a touchdown, 53 yards on the day, 24 yards and a touchdown for Rager, and then 95 for Raymond, who set up probably all the touchdowns we did get today. Blocking rise, they don't really give anyone the sacks there, so I think that was probably a running back or something that led it up. A half sack by McNeil and Will Harris. No picks, no sacks, or no tackles for loss. 3 for 3 on field goals from McPherson. Same thing with his PATs. That was a really good first game. Not what I was expecting at all. As mentioned, not a lot of dev traits or anything on this team, so definitely did not expect that to go well at all. I am debating looking at free agency, maybe gathering some extra picks or something, or maybe there's a wide receiver that I feel like is can fall under the like bust category or something that we can maybe sign for better depth. This first season we won't have injuries on, but I think next season we will. Jefferson does get an upgrade. We're just going to keep him at elusive back for now. He did really good week 1, so I'm not really going to change what he's doing. Fortunately, I doubt he'll get a dev trait despite his good performance, but we shall see. Okay, so I was right. So real quick, I'm debating if we should go ahead and play this game today or not. I know the title said 2 games. With how that first one went, I don't know if I want to get away from that. Okay, so Kyle Trask is going to be one of our focus players for sure. Levi is going to be switched out for the Jefferson guy. And then finally, I want to figure out who I want to put in here. Oh yeah, Jalen Rager. Like I said, we're gonna be playing offense basically the entire year. We're not really gonna do anything with defense, so I want to get our offense better since that'll be what we will be using. We'll see if there's any upgrades. There are. Hodge gets an upgrade. That makes him a 70 with a +1 due to morale. And that is a temporary +1. And then Jalen Rager, one of the guys we put on focus players, actually did get an upgrade right away off of that. So, pretty good start there for us. Okay, so I've decided I'm not going to play that second game against Green Bay. I feel like it's not going to go our way if I do. And I don't want to end this off on a poor note. We are tied with them for first in the division. Real quick check at stats. We didn't come anywhere near being the best in terms of passing yardage, though we did have 2 touchdowns, which is as much as Burrow had, and we had the higher completion percentage. Jamar Jefferson actually did end up out-rushing everyone by a solid 36 yards. We didn't get anyone good with receiving or anything like that, so... But I'd say that was a pretty successful week 1. But thank you guys for watching. We're going to probably do this interchangeably with the Chargers franchise starting this week and next week. I'll be releasing a video on my original channel about the situation regarding uploading and all that with me starting my new job. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.